Hello everyone. Today I am going to talk about the partial molar property. I have already made one video on this. In the previous video I have discussed about what is the partial molar property, and it is the property of the solution. So today I am going to derive some relationship, and we are going to prove that partial molar property is the intensive property, it's not extensive property. So let's start. So let's consider any extensive thermodynamic property. It can be volume, it can be heat capacity, or any free energy. And its value in any homogeneous system being completely determined by temperature, pressure, and amount of constituents present in the solution. So let's consider that Mt is the total molar property of the solution, and Mi is the molar property of component I or species I. Now we know that the total molar property of any solution is the function of temperature, pressure, and constitutes, amount of constitutes. Okay, now let's consider if there is a small change in temperature, pressure, and the amount of any components, then how we can write. Therefore dmt is equals to daba partial change in total molar property with respect to daba t dt, where pressure is constant and total number of species are constant. That means total number of species are remain constant, they are not going to be changed. Then daba partial change in total molar property, daba p with respect to pressure, dp where temperature is constant and n is constant. Then daba mt, daba n I is represent the or one I represent the any individual component, so I am representing by I, dni, where temperature, pressure is constant and n is not equal to j. That means there are j number of components are present, so only any one component is changing, rest of the components are remain unchanged or remain constant. Okay, so this is our first equation. Then if temperature and pressure is constant, then change in temperature and pressure is equal to 0. So these two terms will become 0, and then what we have, T is equals to summation of n I is equals to 1. I is equals to 1 means number 1 component 1. Okay, daba mt upon daba ni is equals to dni, where temperature, pressure, and I is not equal to j. So you can also write in terms of, this is what partial molar property, so you can define this by mi bar. So this equation is I is equals to 1 and mi bar dni. So this is your relation, and with you can see it proves, you can see that mi partial molar property, it's not extensive property, it's an intensive property, and you can see that it is not depend upon the total amount of the constituents present in the solution. It is depend upon the relative amount or composition of the constituent. Okay, now let's take if you have the solution and you keep temperature and pressure constant, and you are going to change if there are number of amounts, if there are n number of constituent present in the solution, and you are changing all of them simultaneously in the same proportion, then your partial molar property is not going to be changed. It remains same, right? It remains unchanged. At that time then the change in property, in this case the change in property, you can write by mt, you can write that you can write this is by mi bar or mi bar dn I, or you can write m1 dn1 plus if there is a binary solution, then you can write m1 in terms of m1, m2. If there are multiple, then you can write so on. So this you can convert this x1 m1 bar plus x2 m2 bar and so on, and dn. So partial molar property is x1 m1 bar plus x2 m2 bar and so on, and similarly is m1 n1 plus m2 n2, right? So you can see here the total property of the solution. This is what? This is the total property of the solution is the sum of the partial molar properties, of the constitute, each weighted according to its number of moles, So now what we have this relation mt is equals to summation of mi bar ni, or changing this you can write in terms of mi bar dni. Okay, for 1 mole of solution you can also write easily how we can write this. So for the 1 mole of solution we can write this summation of m1 or x1, right? And dB change in molar property, you can write m1 dx1. More composition is going to be changed, right? Similarly you can write for the molar volume also. So molar volume, so V is equals to V1 x1 plus V2 x2. This is the total volume. Now get back to this point. So we have this relation. So now you can see empty total molar volume means n into m, which is the number of moles, and this is the partial molar property of each constituent present in the solution, and ni, this is the mole fraction, mole of component I. You can write this in terms of mole fraction also. So ni upon n is equals to mole fraction. So ni we can replace by m into xi. Now differentiate this. So what we have this, right? Now differentiate this by product rule. So what we get, n is constant, dxi plus xi is constant, and then we have dn. Similarly you can write for this. So mt is equals to what we have, n into m. So change differentiation of this is this. Again apply the product rule. So what we have, plus m into dn. Now replace these two in place of this and this. Okay, so when you replace this, so in place of this what we get, n dm plus m dn. Then summation of mi bar is remains same. In place of dni we have first xi dn plus n dxi. Okay. Now just rearrange this. Just take dn side one side. So m dn plus summation of mi bar xi dn. So it's negative, and n summation of mi bar into n dxi minus n dn. So from here you can take dn common, and from here you can take n common. right? So here two terms are there, dn and n. So these two, dn and n, are going to be changed independently, right? They are going to be changed independently, and this relation for each and every value of dn and n, this relation satisfied the each and every value of dn and n. Now what we do now, just what we do here, we just equate these two relation equal to 0. So xi dn term is equal to 0. Similarly here, this is mi bar dxi minus dm is equals to 0. So m is equals to what we get, summation of mi bar xi, which this is for what, 1 mole of solution, right? Similarly mi bar dxi is equals to dm. So you can prove this, right? This is the relationship between the molar property part and partial molar property. Hope you will understand this.